continues through the Pulse of Hope Foundation. I was able to speak a lot about it last night at our meet and greet. If you didn't know, that's the nonprofit organization I founded in Ifugao. That foundation was built to uplift underserved communities through health, heritage, and heart. From mental health engagements with youth to medical missions, to music ministry, to our visits to homes like Noah's Ark. Pulse of Hope is the legacy I choose to build, and it is the promise I carry with me wherever I go. The crown may have been temporary, but the mission is lifelong. So please, if you're willing to help me in this mission, join the Pulse of Hope. I'd love to build connections internationally so that we can give back to our homeland of Ifugao. The mission is deeply connected to cultural preservation as well, because our dances, our chants, are weaving on our rituals. They are not just traditions. You're seeing them in action today. They are living expressions of who we are. They are proof that our culture is resilient, evolving, and rooted in community. And when the youth embrace these traditions, our culture does not just survive, it thrives. I've had a very unique experience being born and raised in the US. I didn't really get to know my culture until I was around 16 or 17 when I became a dual citizen of the Philippines and the US. And I've had a very unique situation where I chose to go back and learn my heritage firsthand, and that has been such an eye-opening and amazing experience to learn our traditions, our weaves, our patterns, how significant our culture is in how daily life is in Ifugao. So I think it's extremely important to learn that. Our youth abroad, just because you're overseas doesn't mean you can't take it upon yourself to learn who we are. It will explain so much about who you are, the things you can't truly explain that's innate in you. Maybe if you learn more about Ifugao culture, you can resonate more with that, because that's the experience I had when I went abroad. So to the youth here today, those born in the UK, those growing up navigating multiple cultures, I know what it's like to maybe not feel like you may belong, but I want you to hear this clearly. Being overseas does not make you any less Filipino, any less Ifugao, or any less part of our story. Your identity is not measured by distance, it is measured by pride, by connection, and by the choices you make to honor our roots. You are the bridge between worlds, and you carry the strength of your ancestors and the opportunities of a new home. And that combination is powerful. That is why I hope each of you finds a cause that lights a fire in you, whether it's culture, education, health, the environment, community service. Find something worth fighting for. When you root your passion in purpose, you honor your heritage in the most powerful way. So it was so lovely seeing our youth sing our native songs, even participate in dances. Keep up the good work, and thank you, parents, for showing our next generation where we are from. To our community here in the UK, thank you for showing the world that Ifugao culture is not confined to a place. It lives wherever our people gather. Your GOTAD today is proof that oceans cannot separate us from your identity. You are preserving our heritage in a way that inspires not only your children, but also those of us back home. As we celebrate today, let us remember that we are part of a larger story, one of resilience, unity, and pride. Let us continue to carry our culture with dignity and teach our children the meaning of our traditions. Let us stand together no matter what life throws at us. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for welcoming me here today, for supporting my journey, and for reminding me that Ifugao pride is global. My resignation may have closed one chapter, but it opened a new one rooted in service, community, and the promise of continuing our work together. Happy GOTAD, everyone, and may our culture continue to shine wherever we are in the world. Hagio UK, Hagio Ifugao. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Valerie.
Thank you.
You're really inspiring guest speaker. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your wisdom, and your experience with all of us today. So, as a proud representative of Ifugao, she's also a biomedical engineering graduate and an advocate of inclusivity and, like what she mentioned, the underserved communities. So, her journey has allowed us to represent Ifugao on a much bigger stage. But we have one little question for you. It's casual.
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 Casual question. So,
Yes.
I know you talked a lot more about yourself yesterday, but a lot of them were not able to attend.
Sure.
So, may we ask you again and share us and walk us through about your journey, about
It's a
how,
celebration.
what is being Ifugao mean to you? What does it mean to you as
Sure.
an Ifugao?
I thought she was saying, I know you talk a lot, period. Joke lang. Yeah, I talked. Sorry. I talked for maybe a few hours yesterday about my journey, and I spoke a little bit here today. Those that don't know, I was born and raised in the US. I went to the Philippines a few times, but I really didn't know my heritage fully because where I grew up in the US, we didn't have a Filipino community, let alone an Ifugao community. Very specific. So when I was around 16, I chose to get my dual citizenship to truly understand, because when I went to predominantly white high schools or school systems in general, I never felt like I could find my place, whether it was with the Asian community or with the Caucasian community. Something was different in how I was raised. And the more I learned about Ifugao, not just the Philippines in general, it started to make sense. So between my deeply rooted family traditions, going to church every Sunday with my mom, and just having the resilience of an Ifugao warrior was deeply enrooted in me from such a young age. And that was because I was raised by an Ifugao mother, even if it was abroad. So after college, I finished my degree in engineering. I had an amazing opportunity to represent in the Miss Universe Philippines competition. And I chose to take up Ifugao as the first candidate, as a gift back to my culture. It wasn't just an opportunity to compete, but also an opportunity to learn more of my own family as well as our traditions. And I hope I did that well, because I took it as a very big responsibility to truly embody an Ifugao woman. And I was quite scared. I talked about this last night. I had a lot of imposter syndrome going in as someone that maybe if you saw me walking down the street, you wouldn't think I was even Filipino. My dad's genes are much stronger and I present very Caucasian. But when Ifugao opened me with such or welcomed me with such open arms, I felt as though I was Ifugao really in my heart, and that's all that mattered, because my people accepted me. And I had the strength of all of you behind me as I competed in the journey, because it was more than just the candidate, myself. It was a whole province being seen for the first time, and that was something extremely powerful. Even after the competition, people would say, you know, I never knew about Ifugao to now, but when I saw the strength on Facebook, between the comments, the sharing, you guys are very passionate, you're determined people, and I think we really left our mark. So that was my journey, and then when I did Miss World Philippines, that was my time to give back through community service. Beyond just the pageant, I could start my foundation, partner with organizations internationally to bridge the gap in resources we have in places like Ifugao, where the infrastructure is not there to get resources or even support in general from non-government officers or organizations. So I made it my mission to use the platform I had through pageantry to build gaps, or bridge gaps, not build gaps, bridge gaps, bring organizations to places like Ifugao so that we can make real change in our community. Especially as I was raised in the US, I had a difference in experience, especially with special needs communities. That was the main mission in my heart. I grew up not seeing a difference really with neurodivergency, being raised by a nurse as a mother. I was always around these school systems, and there was a lot of resources in the US for these communities. But in Ifugao, there's still a lot of stigma. There's still a lot of traditional mindsets and a lack of resources because of that. So being from two cultures, I decided to take that experience and highlight it through my pageant journey. And that's my journey till now. I'm hopefully going to build a school one day for special needs in Ifugao so that there will be more opportunity for a future for all Ifugao people, despite their neurodivergency or what they're born with. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. That was a lot. But I'm very passionate, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for welcoming me as a full-blooded Ifugao, even if I'm half American and half Filipino. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. We can honestly listen to you all day.
That makes one person.
I have a question for you. What's one small thing that we can do to support your cause?
Yes, so I'm always looking for organizations to partner with. I've always said the Pulse of Hope Foundation, I'm maybe the face of it at first, but it's a grassrooted movement. So whoever can connect me with different organizations, it's really a group effort. Not one foundation can make a difference. So that's the first way. You can connect with me on social media, Valerie West, and message me there. Because we can really try and make more initiatives in the future. I actually have one going on right now with Find Ifugao. That's families of neurodivergent families. On Facebook, they have stuff. It's called Find. But we're currently putting a campaign together to mass diagnose more people in Ifugao, because that's one of the first steps. There's no diagnosis. So oftentimes, people will misdiagnose children with autism as just having ADHD or just being troublesome or crazy. So that's the first step. We're trying to get more diagnosis happening in the province, and then from there, more government support. Then we can get more grants to help out families for therapy and proper resources in the future. So if you could help me with that in any way you see fit, please help me, because I'm going to be making my way through the different municipalities eventually.
Thank you. You heard everyone. So I think every one of us, or most of us, have Facebook. So we can just a simple share of all the things happening.
Share,
it could
comment.
reach a lot of people.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. If you could share in different pages. Social media is extremely powerful, especially in an international community. So
thank you. That's really inspiring. We truly appreciate your insights. And
thank you.
before we let you go, we have more fun requests.
Yes.
So does the audience want a sample from our Miss Valerie West? Yes, actually yesterday we had a fast talk with her, and she was asked if she would choose singing or dancing. And she said, oh, surprisingly, dancing. And of course, we want to see her dance, right?
I told people yesterday I'm going to get myself in trouble when I do that fast talk.
Who wants to see her dance?
Yeah!
Then we call an Astrid to lead our... Do you watch Showtime?
I've watched it.
Okay, the Ooh La La Baby Dance.
I don't know that one.
Hawak mo ang beat ng
How long?
Oh, you did
Or
it
September?
yesterday already.
I can do
Should be
September.
okay.
Hawak ko ang beat. She danced yesterday. Hawak ko ang beat.
Or something more old-fashioned September. I know that one. September yan. I know that one better. Sige. Okay, this is not planned, everyone. I am put on